Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Thursday, November 9 spoilers for Days of Our Lives, the forensics report was received, and it was discovered that Gabi Demira's prints were, as anticipated, on the knife. Jada Hunter acknowledged that there was another set of prints after informing Rafe Hernandez that they belonged to Li Shin. This supported Wendy Shin's claim that the knife originated in the kitchen because Lai had previously used it. On Thursday's episode of Days, Wendy attempted to call Mr. Wei Shin from home to inform him of Lai's passing, but she was unable to speak. Instead, Trip Johnson answered the phone and informed Mr. Shin about the demise of his son. Given that Lai had before appeared irrational and maybe unstable, Jada looked into Lai's mental health when she eventually made her appearance. Wendy angrily criticized Jada for suggesting that Lai would harm himself and blamed Gabi for it. Wendy pretended that Jada wanted Gabi to be free since Jada was seeing Gabi's brother. Jada countered that all she was attempting to do was gather all the information and obtain justice. Wendy told Tripp that she probably shouldn't have taken her anger out on one of her supervisors after Jada departed. Wendy surmised that her career might be the shortest in Salem Police Department history. Stefan Demira brought Gabi her favorite breakfast from the bakery back to the police station, but Gabi pretended that she shouldn't become attached to sweet bits because she was most likely going to prison. Before Rafe broke the terrible news about the forensics report, Stefan gave Gabi a pep talk. Gabi wasn't hopeful, despite Rafe's declaration that he was investigating additional evidence and trying to identify other culprits. Stefan was optimistic, though, that Belle Brady would use E.J. Demira's resentment to claim a conflict of interest and get the charges dropped. Belle did bring up E.J.'s animosity for Gabi when she arrived at the Demira estate, but he stated he was charging Gabi based on the facts. Belle pretended that E.J. didn't have enough proof to be found guilty and that he should withdraw the charges in order to avoid losing his first case as an employee because the evidence was circumstantial. Later, Belle went to the Salem Police Department to inform Gabi and Stefan that she was unable to get through to E.J. Sadly, Belle also had to admit that E.J. would probably attempt to have Gabi's bail rejected during the arraignment. It became apparent that the judge had rejected E.J.'s request for bail when Gabi arrived at the court off-screen. Stefan went forward E.J. and grabbed him by the throat, forcing him to push aside while E.J. gloated. While Tripp and Wendy learned of Gabi's arraignment outcome, Rafe made arrangements for his sister to be sent to prison. In a tearful phone conversation, Gabi assured Ariana Horton that she was not guilty. Ariana was reassured by Gabi that everything would work out and they would be reunited, even though she still had to go to prison. Rafe, for his part, didn't know how long Gabi would have to serve in jail prior to the trial. Gabi gave her big brother a hug before they said their goodbyes, knowing that Rafe would keep fighting to clear Gabi's name and set her free. Gabi then said a heartbreaking goodbye to Stefan on Thursday's episode of Days, during which they both sobbed and discussed plans for what they would do once she left. Before Gabi was taken away by an officer to be transported to prison, Stefan and Gabi exchanged their love. Leo Stark comforted a remorseful Dmitri von Leishner in their motel room, telling him not to worry. Leo was determined to begin a new life with Dmitri, even if he would miss a few aspects of his previous one. Leo thought the doctor would be able to assist them in leaving the nation when he saw news reports about Dr. Wilhelm Rolf arriving in the area. Since Dr. Rolf was also on the run, Dmitri assumed he would have been gone for a while. But then Dr. Rolf appeared at the door. Despite her disappointment that Dmitri had lost his inheritance, Megan Demira was prepared to assist him in getting away. The problem was that Megan didn't want Leo to accompany her. They all planned to board the submarine as Dmitri maintained they were a package deal and gave Dr. Rolf his word that he could handle Megan. On Thursday's episode of Days, after Dr. Rolf left to get ready for the trip, Leo and Dmitri packed up their things. To their surprise, Giada was waiting there when Dimitri and Leo opened the door to go. Keep an eye on Days of Our Lives because spoilers indicate that Leo and Dimitri will need to find a way out of a tight situation. According to teasers on Friday, November 10, Melinda Trask will give Eric Brady and Sloane Peterson Brady some incredible news. It turns out that Melinda will be sharing some information about a baby who is available for adoption. Melinda will tell Eric and Sloane about their upcoming baby since she knows everything will work out. Sadly, Days fans will have to wait for this adoption to unravel later, so Melinda will have to break the news to Sloane. Sloane will begin to feel as though fate is urging her to come clean because she has encountered so many obstacles in her attempts to conceive Eric. Since Eric is unaware that Nicole Walker Demaret is expecting his child, Sloane will likely feel pressured to come clean. Nicole, on the other hand, will meet Eric and strike up a conversation with Roman Brady in the bar. Eric and Nicole will have a cute, awkward moment outside as Eric gets excited about getting ready for the baby. Chad DeMero will be furious in the meantime about Everett Lynch and the additional turmoil he's causing in Salem. Chad doesn't need one more thing to sabotage his relationship with Stephanie Johnson. In light of it, Chad will consider pulling off a devious maneuver to remove Everett from the picture. Chad will be forced to think critically in this Friday's DOL episode as he mulls over plotting against Everett and neutralizing the threat. Days teasers indicate that during the week of November 13 to 17, Chad would approach Gwen Rizchek with an offer. This suggests that he may try to purchase The Spectator and fire Everett shortly after. Stephanie will try her best to set some limits with Everett in the meanwhile. Everett may act as though he abides by the rules, but his behavior won't match since he will continue to cause Chad and Stephanie more problems. Days teasers claim that with Giada Hunter at their door, Dimitri von Lischner and Leo Stark will have to make quick decisions at their motel refuge. Giada will attempt to apprehend Leo and Dimitri, but a fracas will arise, permitting these runaways to escape. It appears that Giada may have suffered a slight injury to her ankle or other body part amid the chaos that is impeding the pursuit. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Nicole will get into an accident that puts her in early labor because Dimitri and Leo will get into a getaway car. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives reveal when Stefan Demarest saw his wife, Gabi Hernandez, kneeling over Laishan's body, holding a knife that was smeared in Leigh's blood. He was taken aback. Although Gabi will insist she didn't hurt Lee, she erred when she removed the knife from his body, maybe believing it would assist. Sadly, though, her fingerprints are now all over the gun. When they finally make up their minds to leave, it's too late. Lee's sister Wendy Shin shows up with Dr. Tripp Johnson. Tripp will recognize that Lai is still alive, so she will concentrate on that first, even if Wendy will undoubtedly want explanations. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.